Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, welcome to Philly Vlogs, and today we are going to test this Samsung Note 10 Plus for our video. And I'm gonna show you all the angles from wide to ultra wide, and of course we will take some photo. As of now I am using the full HD 1080p is 60 frames per second. So right now I am with my family. My wife is right there resting because this kiddo is really energetic today. Yeah, so I'll show you more, so stay tuned. Let's do this. Alright, so we are now here in the park, and as you can see it is very sunny right here. And you know that the front camera is not using a zoom. You are not able to zoom it, so there's no chance, so we are stuck with this one. And of course I'm gonna show you also the 4K video of this front camera, and I'm gonna show you right now. Okay, 1 2 3, and here we go. So this is the 4K, and I feel like it is more wider compared to the 1080p or full HD. And as you can see right there, it has a lot of dynamic range. Actually, I like it, but of course the video stabilization is off for 4K and not possible. And now let's test the rear camera. So this is the rear camera with the full HD 60 frames per second. Wow, look at that. Actually, the color quality is really true to life, I would say. Look at that. Alright, so the video stabilization is on for the full HD, reminder guys, but for the 4K it is not on. The video stabilization is not able for this 4K, and I'm gonna show you now what is the difference between the full HD rear camera stabilization and of course the 4K capability. So this is the 4K rear camera, 60 frames per second. Video stabilization is off, and you can see I'm working and walking. Look at that, that's my son right there. And the video quality is actually much better, and I would say the color quality, the color science is still true to life. Look at that. Let's have a look at this. Maddie, come fast. 1 2 3. Woo! Look at that. So that is the 4K 60 frames per second, no video stabilization. Alright, so you've seen the full HD and 4K quality, and now we've been talking about the video stabilization. We are going to show you the super steady shot of this Note 10 Plus, and let's see, it is downgraded to 1080p. There's no way to reach 4K, so we are going to get a 1080p full HD 60 frames per second, or probably 30 frames per second, and I'm gonna show you right now. Alright, so this is the super steady video stabilization, and as you can see I think this is 30 frames per second, and the quality is still good. The color science is very punchy. So for the super steady, you can see that it's very wide for 1080p. Alright, so there are two things about this super steady. You can put wide angle, ultra wide actually, and then a wide angle lens. So I'm gonna switch it now to the regular lens, which is the wide angle. Bam, so this is the wide angle super steady. Alright, it's still 30 frames per second. You will see some jittery on it when you are walking. I think through firmware, the new update for this one will give us much better result. But reminder guys, if you are using the ultra wide, you can have more stabilized compared to a zoom one. Not much of wobbles, But this is quite fine actually. All right. And you can switch front and rear for this one, but once you switch in the front camera, you will not be able to use the super steady shot like what I'm gonna do right now. And there you go. So we are back from 1080p, and this is actually not super steady. No super steady for the front. We are going to take some samples for photos and let's see how it is. So that is the ultra wide, wide angle and telephoto shot that you can use also for landscape. It is actually good. I like the dynamic range. The quality of the color is very natural, and you can change this back and forth using the lens, front and rear camera, and I'm gonna show you right now. You can change it like that, easy, without any problem at all. Alright, so right now I am using the back camera or the main camera. Okay, and we are on a super steady shot, and this is a 1080p 30 frames per second. Of course you're not able to put it in 60 frames per second, but a true film actually is very good for 30 frames per second, 24 frames per second. But as a vlogger, I always use the 60 frames per second. Unfortunately, I can't use a 60 frames per second for this kind of video mode, super steady. So this is the walking. Let's see. Tell me, put a comment below. How is it? Is it steady enough, or is it still really wobbling? So let's go back. Alright, so I checked the video for super steady while we were walking down here, and I noticed that with the 30 frames per second, actually the video quality is okay. It's quite steady, but you will see that it's trying to process, and you will see some jittery on the video. And right now we are using the 60 frames per second 1080p. Last time we were in the park, the last video right there before we leave is 4K. So this is the 1080p, as you can see right there. Very nice. It's quite wide. This is the widest. I am stretching my arms right now. Matvi, yeah, he's climbing, so I'm afraid he's gonna fall. That's my son and my wife. All right, so I'm gonna show you now the front camera, and which is 1080p. And here we go. Bam, right there. Look at that. Let's have some photo here and I'll show you the quality. Okay, let's go. Of course, as you know, the Note 10 Plus have this kind of features that you can change your background with some kind of this beautiful effect, black and white, while you are in the color mode. It is quite nice actually. And let me know, how is the color, you know, is it good? It's actually hunting. Yes, you can see from behind me, the camera is still catching the colors of the bench. Yeah. And let's see the other capability feature of this Note 10 Plus. Alright, so this is the other capability, the other feature of this camera, and you will see kind of distorted and kind of very alienatic, futuristic. And reminder guys, this kind of feature we are using 1080p, 30 frames per second. Yeah. Look at this, love. Ah, look at that. And my son, look at this. Oh, look at that. So that's the way it is. I think there is one more feature of this. This is the other feature of this one for blurring the background, and you can actually change the level of all the features that I showed you, how strong the feature will be. And as you can see, I think it's actually giving me a nice background. It's separating my face, my body, my hat from the background very well. Let's see. It's actually fine. And for those vloggers like me, like anyone out there, I would say this is a very good phone, a very capable phone for 2020. And Ultra 20, if you don't have enough money to buy that kind of no, S10 or S20 series, S20 Ultra, you don't have to. This kind of phone is capable for 2020 camera, phone camera for vloggers, especially if you don't want to carry a big cameras. You know, like right now I have a camera which is the Canon M50, but it's quite big, including with the lens. So this is very handy, actually. Very, very, very handy. Look at this guy. This is the front camera. Alright, just giving you a sample of what is the front camera will be, separating the subject from the background. Okay, so only humans you can actually separate from the background, I mean from the colors, none other things. How about the car? Let's see. You cannot as well. This is the other one. Look at that. It's nice, separating. Nice feature, very nice feature. And of course, without people, and even there are people right there, if they are very far, there is actually a proper distance in order to use this feature and to separate the people from the background, like this one. Yep, it's kind of hunting. So maybe through firmware we can update this one. Look at that. It's not separating totally. I think this kind of feature needs more light. Yes, we are in a shade right now. Madvisyo pa Josh. Blurring. And now we are going to try a slow motion video. Let's do it. So guys, that is the full test of the Samsung Note 10 Plus, and if you like to see a lot of sample for this one, I have a vlog. Okay, I will put it in the link right there or there, I don't know. And once again, I'm gonna tell you that Samsung Note 10 Plus is really good for vloggers, and it's fantastic for 2020, no doubt. It's good. See you guys, have a safe journey anywhere you go, and stay safe, avoid coronavirus. Bye.